The Saturday afternoon rain hammers against the library windows like bullets. Maya Chen doesn't look up from the returns cart she's organizing in the children's section. Her fingers move automatically, sorting board books from picture books, arranging spines so the titles face out perfectly. Muscle memory from 3 years of working at the Andersonville Public Library. She likes the quiet, the predictability, the way books don't demand anything except to be shelved correctly and treated with care. It's the people part of this job that makes her hands shake. The reason she volunteered for Saturday shifts when the library's nearly empty. The reason she works in children's literature instead of the reference desk where she'd have to answer questions all day. "Excuse me, miss?" Maya's shoulders tense. She forces herself to turn around, already feeling her face flush. A middle-aged woman holds out a copy of Where the Wild Things Are. "Do you have anything else like this? For a 4-year-old? "Yes." Maya's voice comes out too soft. She clears her throat. "Maurice Sendak has other books. And, if you liked that one, maybe try." Her mind goes blank. Every book she's ever read vanishes from her memory. The woman waits, eyebrows raised. "Sorry." Maya's cheeks burn hotter. I'll show you." She leads the woman to the Sendak shelf, grateful to let the books speak for themselves. After the woman leaves with 3 selections, Maya returns to her cart, heart still racing from such a basic interaction. Pathetic, she thinks. 26 years old and still can't handle normal conversation. But as she pushes the cart toward the early reader section, she spots something that makes her stop completely. A little girl sits cross-legged on the floor between 2 shelves, completely hidden from the main area. She's maybe 7 or 8, with dark hair in 2 neat braids and a navy dress that looks expensive, the kind with a designer label Maya's never been able to afford. The girl has a picture book open in her lap, but she's not reading. She's just staring at the pages, her small face set in fierce concentration. Maya watches for a moment, recognizing something in that expression. The determined effort to look occupied, the way the girl's positioned herself to be invisible. Maya knows that posture intimately. She's spent her whole life perfecting it. If you're enjoying this story so far, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me where in the world you're watching from. I love hearing from you. The girl turns a page, and Maya notices something else. The book is upside down. Maya's librarian instincts kick in before her anxiety can stop her. She approaches slowly, crouching down a few feet away so she's not looming. "Hi there," she says softly. The girl's head snaps up. Her dark eyes are wide, startled, like she's been caught doing something wrong. Then Maya sees it, the hearing aid, partially hidden by her hair. Without thinking, Maya's hands move into the patterns her younger sister taught her years ago. The same patterns she practiced obsessively during her sister's diagnosis, during the speech therapy appointments, during all those years when Lily needed someone who could communicate when words failed. "Hello," Maya signs. "I'm Maya. Do you like stories?" The girl's whole body goes rigid. For a long moment she just stares at Maya's hands. Then, slowly, her small hands lift from the book. "You can sign?" "Yes. Are you looking for a book?" The girl's eyes fill with tears so suddenly it shocks them both. She nods frantically, then signs rapidly, her small fingers trembling. Nobody here knows sign language. "I wanted to check out books, but the lady at the desk keeps talking to me and I don't understand. And my bodyguard just points at things, and I don't know what they mean, and hey, Maya interrupts gently. "It's okay. I can help you. What kind of books do you like?" The girl wipes her eyes with the back of her hand, smearing tears across her cheeks. "Books with animals, and magic, but nothing scary. I know exactly what you need." Maya stands and offers her hand. "Come with me." The girl takes it without hesitation. Her grip is tight, desperate, like she's afraid Maya might disappear. As they walk together through the stacks, Maya signs with her free hand. "What's your name?" "Isabella. But everyone calls me Bella. That's a beautiful name. How old are you, Bella?" 7. She pauses. "Almost 8. Maya leads her to a section she knows by heart. Chapter books with animals, gentle magic, nothing that would give nightmares. She pulls down Charlotte's Web. "Have you read this one?" Bella shakes her head. "It's about a pig and a spider who become best friends. The spider is very clever and saves the pig's life. Does the spider die?" Bella's face is solemn, preparing herself. Maya hesitates. She's always believed in honesty with children. "Yes, but it's not scary. It's sad but also beautiful. She has babies who become new friends." Bella considers this seriously, then nods. "Okay, I want that one." They spend the next 20 minutes like that. Maya pulling books, Bella examining covers, both of them signing back and forth. Maya learns that Bella loves horses, wants a dog, but her father says no, and thinks Brussels sprouts taste like tiny green brains. Bella is funny, smart, observant, everything a 7-year-old should be. But she also signs that she goes to school but sits alone at lunch, that other kids don't know how to talk to her, that her father hired a sign language tutor, but the tutor is boring and makes her practice the alphabet over and over. That sounds frustrating, Maya signs. It's stupid. I already know the alphabet. I want to talk about real things. Bella looks up at Maya with those serious dark eyes. Like you're doing now. Something in Maya's chest cracks open. This little girl, sitting alone in corners, starving for connection. Maya knows that feeling too well. The isolation. The loneliness of being surrounded by people who can't or won't meet you where you are. They're kneeling together, examining a copy of The Tale of Despereaux, when Maya hears footsteps approaching. Heavy, purposeful footsteps that make the floor creak slightly. Bella. The voice is deep, controlled, carrying absolute authority despite its moderate volume. Maya looks up. The man standing at the end of the aisle doesn't belong in a library. He belongs on a movie screen, in a cologne ad, in some world where mortals like Maya exist only in the background. He's tall, easily over 6 feet, with dark hair swept back from a face that's all sharp angles and aristocratic bones. His suit probably costs more than Maya's car. His watch catches the fluorescent light, gleaming. But it's his eyes that root Maya to the spot. Dark, intelligent, assessing. The eyes of someone who misses nothing. And right now, they're fixed on her with an intensity that makes her want to disappear into the floorboards. 2 other men flank him, both built like linebackers in expensive suits. One has his hand resting inside his jacket in a way that makes Maya's stomach drop. That's where people keep guns in movies. Preparing and narrating this type of story took us long efforts and hard work. So if you are enjoying the story, please consider subscribing to our channel. Oh God, does this man have armed guards? In a library? Bella's hand tightens on Maya's. The girl signs quickly, her small face anxious. That's my papa, please don't leave. Maya swallows hard. Her social anxiety is screaming at her to apologize and run. But Bella's grip is almost painful in its desperation, and Maya won't abandon this little girl. The man takes 3 steps forward. Up close, he's even more intimidating. There's something predatory in the way he moves. Like violence is always an option, always close to the surface. His gaze drops to their joined hands, and something flickers across his face too, at fast for Maya to read. Isabella. He says it again, firmer this time. Bella doesn't let go of Maya. Instead, she signs with her free hand, her movements sharp with defiance. She's helping me pick books. She knows sign language. The man's eyes snap back to Maya. You can sign? His accent is subtle, but they're Italian, maybe. The words are slightly rounded, carefully pronounced. Yes. Maya's voice comes out embarrassingly weak. She clears her throat. Your daughter needed help finding books. I'm a librarian. Well, library assistant. But I work here, in the children's section. So I was just... Stop babbling. Her brain screams at her. This man looks like he could have her disappeared with a phone call, and she's babbling about her job title. One of the suited guards leans in, whispering something to the man. Maya catches only fragments. Unsupervised. Security protocol. The guard's hand moves another inch into his jacket. The man holds up one hand, silencing him. His attention remains locked on Maya. What's your name? Maya. Maya Chen. Miss Chen. He says it like he's testing it, filing it away. How long have you known sign language? About 10 years. My younger sister is deaf. I learned for her. Maya's hands won't stop shaking. I saw Bella looking at books, and I thought I could help. The man studies her for a long, uncomfortable moment. Maya can feel him cataloging everything: her second-hand cardigan with the pulled thread at the hem, her scuffed flats, the name tag she forgot to remove that says Maya, happy to help. She feels like an ant under a magnifying glass. Then Bella does something that changes everything. She drops Maya's hand and signs to her father, her small face fierce. She's the first person in this whole library who can talk to me. The first person in this whole city besides my tutor. And she's nice. She helped me find a book about a pig and a spider who are friends. The man's expression shifts. The hard edges soften almost imperceptibly. He looks at his daughter, really looks at her. And Maya sees something that surprises her. Not anger or suspicion, but longing, grief. He crouches down to Bella's level, his expensive suit wrinkling without seeming to care. When he signs, his movements are less fluid than Maya's, more careful, like he's still learning. You like her? Yes. She made you feel safe? Bella nods emphatically. The man stands slowly. When he looks at Maya again, something has changed in his eyes. The predatory assessment is still there, but layered beneath it is something else. Desperation, maybe, or hope. Miss Chen, he says carefully, my daughter has been asking to visit the library for 3 months. I finally agreed today, with security, thinking she would be safe in such a public place. His jaw tightens slightly. I did not expect her to find someone who could communicate with her, someone who would take the time. It's not quite an apology, but Maya senses it's the closest this man comes to admitting he underestimated something. I'm glad I could help. Maya's voice is still shaky, but she forces herself to meet his eyes. Bella's wonderful. She has excellent taste in books. Bella beams at the compliment. The man studies Maya for another moment, then makes a decision. She can see it happen, the calculation, the weighing of risks, the conclusion. Isabella has a signing tutor who comes twice a week, a professional from an agency downtown. He pauses. She finds him boring. Bella signs emphatically behind him. So boring. She needs someone who can engage with her intellectually, someone patient. His dark eyes bore into Maya's, someone who understands what it means to be overlooked. Maya's breath catches. How did he see that? How did he read her so completely in 5 minutes? I'm not sure what I'm offering you a job, Miss Chen, private tutor for Isabella, sign language practice reading, comprehension, social engagement, whatever she needs. He names a monthly salary that makes Maya's vision blur. It's more than she makes in 6 months at the library. She must have made some sound, because his expression shifts again. Not quite a smile, but something close. You'd work 3 afternoons a week at my home, transportation provided. If Isabella responds well, we'd increase to 5 days. He glances at his daughter, who's watching this exchange with huge, hopeful eyes. She's been isolated for too long. I think you understand what that feels like. Maya does. God help her, she does. But something about this feels dangerous. The armed guards, the casual way he throws around money, the absolute authority in his voice that says he's used to getting exactly what he wants. I need to think about it, Maya says, and immediately wants to take it back when disappointment crashes across Bella's face. The man reaches into his jacket. Maya flinches, but he only pulls out a business card. Thick, expensive cardstock with raised lettering. Dante Moretti Private Investments, a phone number. Nothing else. Think about it, he says, pressing the card into her palm. His fingers brush hers for just a second, warm and calloused. But Isabella needs someone, and I think you need this too. Then he signs to Bella, his movements careful and loving. Time to go, Piccola. You can check out your books. Bella throws her arms around Maya's waist in a sudden, fierce hug. Maya freezes, unused to physical contact, but then she feels Bella's shoulders shaking slightly and realizes the little girl is crying. Quiet, desperate tears soaking into Maya's cardigan. Please come, Bella signs when she pulls back. Please. Maya's heart shatters. She kneels down and wipes Bella's tears away gently. I promise I'll think about it. Okay? You mean it? I mean it. They check out Bella's books at the front desk, 5 of them, because Maya couldn't resist adding a few more to the pile. The head, librarian, Mrs. Patterson, handles the transaction while shooting Maya curious glances. The armed guards stand on either side of the desk like sentinels. As Bella leaves, she turns back one more time and waves. Maya waves back, her throat tight. Dante Moretti pauses at the door. He looks back at Maya with an expression she can't quite read. Then he's gone, swept out into the rain with his daughter and his guards and his dangerous, inexplicable pull. Maya stands in the empty children's section, the business card burning a hole in her pocket. Mrs. Patterson approaches, her sensible heels clicking on the linoleum. Maya, who on earth was that? I don't know. Maya touches her pocket where the card rests. Just a father and his daughter. But that's a lie, and they both know it. Maya doesn't sleep that night. She lies in her studio apartment, barely 400 square feet of peeling paint and a radiator that clangs like it's being murdered, staring at the water stain on her ceiling. The business card sits on her nightstand. gleaming white in the darkness like it's mocking her. $3,500 a month, for 3 afternoons a week. She does the math obsessively. That's more than her library salary. She could pay off her student loans, fix her car's transmission before it gives out completely, send money to her mom, who's been working double shifts at the nursing home since Dad died, maybe even afford therapy for this crushing social anxiety that's ruled her life for 26 years. But armed guards, the way Dante Moretti commanded space like gravity bent around him, the careful way his men positioned themselves, hands always near their weapons. Private investments, what did that even mean? Maya's seen enough crime shows to know that could mean anything. Her phone buzzes. A text from her sister Lily, video calling from Berkeley where she's finishing her master's degree. Maya accepts, and Lily's face fills the screen so much like Maya's, but confident, open, glowing with the kind of self-assurance Maya's never managed. "You look terrible," Lily signs, her ASL fluid and expressive. "What's wrong?" "I met a little girl today. Deaf. 7 years old." Lily's expression softens. "And?" Maya tells her everything. The library. Bella's desperate need for connection. Dante's offer. The money. The guards. The way something in her gut tells her this is dangerous. But her heart keeps remembering Bella's tears. When she finishes, Lily is quiet for a long moment. Then she signs. "What does your instinct say about the father?" "That he's dangerous." "To you?" Maya thinks about the way Dante looked at her. Not with threat, but with desperate hope. The way he crouched down to Bella's level. The careful love in his clumsy signs. "No, not to me." "Then what are you afraid of?" Maya's hand still. That's the question, isn't it? She's afraid of visibility, of mattering, of being seen. She's spent her whole life perfecting invisibility, and this job would yank her into the spotlight of a world she doesn't understand. But Bella's face swims into her mind. That fierce little girl, sitting alone between library shelves, desperate for someone who could see her. "I'm afraid of failing her," Maya finally signs. "May." Lily's expression turns serious. "You taught me sign language when I was 6 years old and the whole world felt impossible. You sat with me through every speech therapy appointment, every doctor's visit, every moment when I wanted to give up. You've never failed anyone in your life. That was different. You're my sister, and this little girl needs someone just as much as I did." Lily leans closer to the camera. "Take the job. If it feels wrong, quit. But don't say no because you're scared of being seen. You're allowed to take up space, Maya. You're allowed to matter." After they hang up, Maya stares at the business card for another hour. Then she picks up her phone and dials before she can change her mind. Dante Moretti answers on the first. A ring. "Miss Chen." Not a question. He knew it was her. "I'll do it." Maya's voice shakes. "The tutoring job. I'll do it." Silence. Then, "Can you start Monday?" Yes. I'll need to give notice at the library. Keep your library position." His voice is firm. "I won't be responsible for eliminating your safety net. Work both jobs until you're certain this arrangement suits you." Something in Maya's chest loosens. He's giving her an escape route. That matters. "Okay. Monday. What time?" "A car will collect you from your address at 3 p.m. You'll work with Isabella from 3:30 to 6. Is that acceptable?" "How do you know my address?" Another pause. "I know many things, Miss Chen. It's how I keep my daughter safe. It should feel threatening. Somehow it doesn't. Just honest." "Monday at 3, Maya confirms. "I'll be ready." "Miss Chen?" His voice drops lower. "Thank you. Isabella hasn't stopped talking about you. Well, signing about you. You've given her something I couldn't. Hope." He hangs up before Maya can respond. The car that arrives Monday afternoon is not what Maya expected. She'd pictured something sleek and black and intimidating. Instead, it's a dark blue sedan, understated, with a middle-aged driver who introduces himself as Robert and offers her water and mints like she's a guest, not an employee. "Miss Bella's very excited to see you," Robert says as they glide through Chicago traffic. "She's been practicing her signs all weekend." "Has she?" Maya clutches her bag tighter. Inside are books she carefully selected, stories about friendship, about being different, about finding where you belong. "Mr. Moretti had us purchase 20 new children's books yesterday." Robert's eyes crinkle in the rearview mirror. "She made him read 4 of them last night. He fell asleep during the 3rd, and she signed that he snores like a bear." Maya laughs despite her nerves. That sounds exactly like something Bella would say. They drive north, away from Maya's neighborhood of cramped apartments and corner stores, into areas where the houses have actual yards. Then gates. Then estates hidden behind stone walls and security cameras. Robert turns down a private drive, stopping at a gate where a guard checks identification before waving them through. Maya's stomach knots. The driveway winds through manicured grounds, actual gardens, with sculptures and fountains before the house comes into view. No, not a house. A mansion. 3 stories of pale stone and tall windows, with ivy climbing the west wing and a circular driveway around a fountain featuring a bronze horse. It looks like something from a European postcard. "We're here," Robert announces unnecessarily. Maya's hands won't stop shaking as she gets out. The front door opens before she reaches it. Bella explodes out, braids flying, and crashes into Maya's legs with enough force to nearly knock her over. "You came!" she signs frantically. "You really came. Papa said you would, but I wasn't sure and I've been watching the window for an hour." "And breathe," Maya signs, laughing. She kneels down. "Of course I came. I promised, didn't I?" Bella nods, her smile so bright it could power the city. A woman appears in the doorway, older, 60 maybe, with kind eyes and an apron dusted with flour. "You must be Miss Chen. I'm Teresa. I manage the household." Her accent is thick, warm. "Please come in. Bella has been impossible all day." Bella takes Maya's hand and pulls her inside. The interior matches the exterior, elegant, expensive, but somehow not cold. There are fresh flowers on the entrance hall table. Framed photographs line the walls, most featuring Bella at various ages. The floors are marble, but thick rugs soften the sound of their footsteps. Maya tries not to gape, but it's impossible. She's never been in a house like this. Never imagined being in a house like this. "Want to see my room?" Bella signs eagerly. "Maybe Miss Chen would like some tea first," Teresa starts. "But," Maya shakes her head. "I'd love to see your room, Bella." They climb a curved staircase to the second floor. Bella's room is at the end of a long hallway, and when she throws open the door, Maya can't help but gasp. It's every little girl's dream. A 4-poster bed with a canopy, bookshelves already overflowing, a window seat overlooking the gardens, and an entire corner dedicated to arts and crafts supplies. But what catches Maya's attention is the walls. They're covered in Bella's artwork. Paintings, drawings, mixed media pieces that show real talent. Horses and gardens and abstract swirls of color. And in one corner, a new drawing clearly done in the last few days. It shows 2 figures, one small with braids, one taller with long dark hair. They're holding hands between library shelves, both smiling. Above them, Bella has written in careful letters, "My new friend Maya." Maya's throat goes tight. "Bella, this is beautiful. You like it? I made it for you. You can take it home if you want. I'd love that. Thank you." They spend the next hour doing exactly what Maya hoped, talking. Just talking, hands flying, about everything and nothing. Bella shows her the books her father bought, and Maya recognizes 3 from her own recommendations. They read Charlotte's Web together, taking turns signing the dialogue. And when they get to the part where Charlotte writes, "Some pig in her web," Bella laughs so hard she falls off the bed. Maya feels something unknot inside her. This is right. This little girl, this connection, it's right. A soft knock interrupts them around 5 p.m. Maya looks up to find Dante Moretti in the doorway. He's dressed more casually than at the library, dark slacks, and a white button-down with the sleeves rolled to his elbows. It should make him less intimidating. It doesn't. If anything, it makes him more dangerous, because now Maya can see the corded muscles in his forearms, the faint scar along his left wrist, the way he fills the doorframe like he's built for it. "Papa," Bella signs. "Maya's reading to me about the spider. I can see that." His eyes move from his daughter to Maya, and something in his expression shifts, softens. "I apologize for interrupting. Teresa wanted to know if Miss Chen would stay for dinner." Maya opens her mouth to politely decline. That feels too personal, too much, but Bella grabs her hand. "Please stay," she signs. "Teresa makes the best pasta. Please?" Maya looks at those pleading dark eyes and knows she's lost. If it's not an imposition, it's not. Dante's voice is firm. "We eat at 6:30. Casual." He leaves before Maya can change her mind. Dinner is held in a dining room that could seat 20, but is set for only 3. Dante sits at the head of the table, Bella to his right, and he gestures Maya to his left. The position feels significant somehow, like she's being placed in a role she doesn't understand yet. Teresa serves pasta with a cream sauce that makes Maya want to weep, along with a simple salad and fresh bread. It's the best meal Maya's had in months, maybe years. Bella chatters throughout, her signs enthusiastic as she tells her father everything they read, everything they talked about. Dante watches his daughter with an expression that makes Maya's heart ache. Pure love, mixed with something sadder. Regret, maybe. Or grief. She hasn't been this animated in 8 months, he says quietly, when Bella pauses to take a bite of pasta. Not since the accident. Maya's hands still. Accident? Dante's jaw tightens. He glances at Bella, but she's absorbed in her food. A car crash. Last March. I was driving. A truck ran a red light. His voice is carefully controlled, but Maya hears the pain beneath it. Isabella was in the back seat. The impact. There was internal damage. Brain injury. When she woke up, the doctors said her hearing was gone. Permanent nerve damage. I'm so sorry. The words feel inadequate. She was already shy. Quiet. The hearing loss made it worse. She withdrew completely. Dante's hands clench around his fork. I hired the best tutors, the best therapists. Nothing worked. She wouldn't engage, wouldn't try, until you. Maya doesn't know what to say to that. The weight of it settles over her shoulders. Mr. Moretti, Dante. He looks at her directly. Those dark eyes intense. We're going to be spending significant time together. Please call me Dante. Dante. His name feels strange in her mouth. Too intimate. I'm not a miracle worker. I understand what it feels like to be isolated. To have people look through you instead of at you. Yes. He studies her with that unnerving focus. I saw that in you, at the library, the way you moved through the space like you were apologizing for existing. Maya's cheeks burn. Is she that obvious? I didn't mean to offend you. Dante's voice softened slightly. I meant that you understand my daughter in a way most people can't. You see her. Really see her. That's rare. Are you talking about me? Bella signs, looking between them suspiciously. Your papa is telling me what a wonderful artist you are. Maya signs back smoothly. Bella beams. After dinner, Maya checks the time and realizes with shock that it's after 7. I should go. I don't want to overstay. Robert will drive you home. Dante stands. But before you leave, I'd like to discuss the arrangement in more detail. Isabella, why don't you show Teresa your drawing while Miss Chen and I talk? Bella hugs Maya tightly before skipping off to the kitchen. Dante leads Maya to a study off the main hallway. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, a massive desk, leather chairs that probably cost more than her car. He gestures to one of the chairs and takes the other instead of sitting behind the desk, putting them on equal footing. You don't have to be nervous, he says, reading her again with that unsettling accuracy. I'm not nervous. Maya's voice cracks. Okay, I'm a little nervous. This is all just a lot. I understand. Dante leans forward, elbows on his knees. Let me be direct, Miss Chen. Maya, I'm a man with considerable resources and considerable enemies. I keep my daughter's life as private as possible for her safety. That means anyone who enters our inner circle undergoes scrutiny. Maya's stomach drops. Scrutiny? Preparing and narrating this type of story took us long efforts and hard work. So if you are enjoying the story, please consider subscribing to our channel. Background checks. Security clearances. It's not personal. It's necessary. His gaze doesn't waver. I already know about your student loans from Northwestern, your library position, your sister at Berkeley, your mother in Springfield. I know you've lived in the same apartment for 4 years, that you've never had so much as a parking ticket, and that your credit score is excellent despite your financial struggles. Maya should be angry, should feel violated. Instead, she just feels tired. So you know I'm nobody. No threat. I know you're exactly who you appear to be. Dante's voice is firm. That's rare in my world. Most people wear masks. You don't. I'm terrible at lying. Maya manages a weak laugh. My face always gives me away. Something that might be a smile flickers across Dante's mouth. Good. I prefer honesty. He sits back. Here's what I'm offering. $3,500 a month for 3 afternoons a week. As discussed. If you're willing to increase to 5 days, I'll adjust to $6,500 monthly. Health insurance included. 2 weeks paid vacation. And a security detail. A what? Security detail. Someone to ensure your safety. Dante's expression goes hard. As I said, I have enemies. If they discover Isabella has become attached to you, you could become a target. I won't allow that. If you're hooked on this story, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Your support means everything and helps me bring you more emotional stories. Like this one! Maya's head spins. Target? Security detail? This is insane. I'm just a tutor. You're more than that to Isabella, which means you're under my protection now. Non-negotiable. The way he says it, absolute, unquestionable, sends a shiver down Maya's spine. Not fear exactly. Something else. What kind of enemies? She asks quietly. Dante is silent for a long moment. Then, the kind that use innocence as leverage. The kind that would hurt a child to hurt me. The kind that make me very, very careful about who I allow near my daughter. The implication hangs heavy in the air. This isn't just wealth. This is something darker. More dangerous. You're in the Mafia, Maya says. Not a question. Dante's expression doesn't change. I'm in private investments. I own restaurants, import businesses, real estate. All legitimate, all legal. He pauses. What my family was decades ago is not what I am now. It's a non-answer, but also an answer. Maya should run. Should thank him politely and never come back. Instead, she thinks of Bella's smile. The way that little girl held onto her like a lifeline. Will I be in danger? She asks. Really? With my security? No. The men I employ are the best in the country. Former military, extensive training. They'll keep you safe. His voice drops. I'll keep you safe. You have my word. And strangely, impossibly, Maya believes him. Okay. The word comes out steady. Okay. I'll do 5 days a week. But I'm keeping my library job on weekends. I need that. Normalcy. Done. Dante extends his hand. Maya takes it. His grip is warm, firm, and something sparks when their palms touch. She pulls back quickly, flustered. If Dante notices, he doesn't comment. He stands, all business again. Robert will pick you up tomorrow at the same time. Plan to stay through dinner going forward. It's important for Isabella's socialization. Any questions? About 1,000. But Maya just shakes her head. As Robert drives her home through the dark Chicago streets, Maya stares out the window and wonders what she's just agreed to. Her life was small, predictable, safe. Now she's being pulled into something else entirely. Her phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. Thank you for today. For making my daughter smile. For seeing her. Maya saves the number before she can overthink it. The next 3 weeks pass in a blur of routine that somehow never feels routine. Monday through Friday, Robert picks Maya up at 3 p.m. She spends 3 hours with Bella reading, signing, doing art projects, talking about everything from why the sky is blue to what happens when you die. Bella is endlessly curious, brilliantly creative, and starved for connection. Every day, she opens up a little more. And every evening, Maya has dinner with Bella and Dante. Those dinners become something Maya looks forward to with an intensity that scares her. Dante is not what she expected. Yes, he's intimidating. Yes, there's an edge of danger that never quite disappears. But he's also patient with Bella, funny in a dry way that catches Maya off guard, and surprisingly well-read. They argue about books. Dante thinks Hemingway is overrated. Maya defends The Old Man and the Sea with passionate intensity until Bella signs that they're both being ridiculous, and the best book ever written is obviously Charlotte's Web. They can't disagree with that. Maya also starts noticing other things. The way Dante's eyes track her movements when she's with Bella, like he's memorizing how she makes his daughter laugh. The way his voice gentles when he says her name. The way he started rolling up his sleeves before dinner, and how Maya's eyes always snag on his forearms. She tells herself it means nothing. He's her employer. He's dangerous. He's so far out of her league they're not even playing the same sport. But then there are moments that feel like something more. Like the evening she stays late helping Bella with a school project. And Dante brings them both hot chocolate. His fingers brush Maya's when he hands her the mug, and the contact lingers just a second too long. Or the afternoon she's reading to Bella in the library, and she looks up to find Dante in the doorway, just watching them with an expression so tender it makes her heart stutter. Or the night she mentions her car's transmission is dying, and the next day Robert informs her that Mr. Moretti has arranged for the repairs, already paid, non-negotiable. I can't accept that. Maya protests to Dante that evening. It's too much. It's practical, Dante says calmly. I can't have Isabella's tutor stranded on the side of the road. It's a security issue. It's a $4,000 gift. It's $4,000 that means nothing to me and everything to you. Let me do this, Maya. The way he says her name, soft, almost intimate, makes her knees weak. She lets him fix the car. The security detail is surprisingly unobtrusive. A man named Marcus drives behind Robert's car, stays in the background during her sessions with Bella, and walks her to her apartment door every night. He's professional, quiet, and makes Maya feel safer than she'd expected. One evening, 3 weeks in, Maya is reading to Bella in the girls' room when she hears raised voices downstairs. Male voices, angry and sharp. Bella's eyes go wide. "Papa," she signs. Maya's protective instincts flare. She takes Bella's hand. "Stay here, okay? I'll check." But Bella shakes her head frantically and follows Maya to the hallway. They creep to the top of the stairs, where they can hear without being seen. "Absolutely not." "That's Dante," his voice cold as ice. "I don't care what the Salvatores want." The answer is no. They're pushing hard on the port access. A male voice Maya doesn't recognize. "If we don't give them something, then we don't give them something. I told you when I took over this family that I was done with the old ways. No drugs, no trafficking, no protection. Rackets, we're legitimate now. Your father wouldn't have. My father is dead." Dante's voice drops to something lethal. "And I'm not him. Tell Salvatore that if he has a problem with my business practices, he can come say it to my face." Footsteps. The other man leaving. The front door closing. Then silence. Maya and Bella exchange glances. Bella's face is worried, so Maya signs, "Your papa is okay. He's just stressed about work." But inside, Maya's heart is racing. Salvatore's. Port access. This family. These aren't euphemisms. This is real. She gets Bella ready for bed, reads her another chapter of their current book, and tucks her in. When she comes downstairs, Dante is in his study, standing at the window with a glass of something amber. Maya should leave, should call Robert and go home. Instead, she knocks softly on the doorframe. Dante turns. Something in his expression cracks when he sees her. "You heard." "Some of it." He takes a long drink. "I should apologize. You shouldn't be exposed to that side of things. I knew what I was signing up for." Maya steps into the room. "Mostly. Did you?" Dante's laugh is bitter. "I doubt it. I doubt you have any idea what my world really looks like." "Then tell me." He stares at her. "Why?" "Because I'm part of Bella's life now. And whether you meant to or not, you've made me part of yours too." Maya's voice is steadier than she feels. "I'm not a child. I don't need to be protected from the truth." Dante sets down his glass and moves closer. The air between them feels charged, dangerous. "My grandfather came from Sicily in the 1950s, built an empire through violence and fear. My father expanded it. By the time I was old enough to understand, we owned half the south side." His voice is matter of fact, but his eyes are haunted. "I did things, Maya. Terrible things. I have blood on my hands that won't wash off." Maya's breath catches, but she doesn't step back. "When Isabella was born, I promised myself I'd build something different, something clean. It's taken me 8 years to transition most of our operations to legitimate businesses, but the old families don't forget. They still see me as one of them. And they're right to." "Are you?" Maya asks softly. "Still one of them?" Dante's jaw clenches. "I don't know. I'm trying not to be. For Isabella's sake. But this world, it doesn't let go easily. Bella loves you." Maya takes a step closer. "She feels safe with you. That matters. She loves you too." Dante's voice drops. "She asked me today if you could be her mama." The words hit Maya like a physical blow. "What did you tell her?" "I told her that Miss Chen is her tutor and her friend. That we're lucky to have you in our lives." He pauses. "But she signed something else." She said, "Papa looks at her the same way Prince Charming looks at Cinderella in my book." Maya's heart stops. "Dante, I know." He runs a hand through his hair. "I know it's inappropriate. I know you work for me. I know I have no right to look at you anyway at all, but I can't seem to help it." The confession hangs between them, heavy and charged. Maya should shut this down. Should remind him about professional boundaries. Should protect herself. Instead, she says, "I look at you too." Dante's eyes go dark. "Maya, I know it's complicated. I know it's probably a terrible idea, but I can't stop thinking about you." The words tumble out before she can stop them. "The way you are with Bella. The way you've been kind to me without expecting anything in return. The way you're trying so hard to be better than what you were born into. I'm dangerous." His voice is rough. People who get close to me get hurt. Then don't hurt me. Maya takes the final step that brings her directly in front of him. Don't hurt Bella. Just be who you are with us. That's enough. For a long moment, Dante just stares at her. Then, slowly, his hand comes up to cup her face. His palm is warm, calloused, gentle in a way that seems impossible for hands that have done terrible things. You terrify me, he whispers. You and my daughter. You make me want things I have no right to want. A normal life. A family. Something good. Then take it. Maya breathes. We're right here. He kisses her. It's soft at first, tentative, like he's afraid she'll bolt. But Maya leans into it, her hands coming up to rest on his chest, feeling his heart hammer beneath her palms. The kiss deepens, grows hungry, desperate. Like they're both starving for this connection and finally allowing themselves to reach for it. When they break apart, both breathing hard, Dante rests his forehead against hers. This changes everything. I know. If anyone finds out you matter to me, you become a target. A bigger one than just being Isabella's tutor. I know that too. And you still want this? His thumb strokes her cheek. You still want me? Maya thinks about her small, safe life. The isolation she's perfected. The invisible existence that never hurt anyone but also never gave her anything real. Then she thinks about Bella's laugh. About dinners around the table. About Dante's careful signs and Teresa's warm smile and the way this broken, dangerous family has somehow become her home. Yes, she says firmly. I want this. I want you. Dante kisses her again, slower this time, like he's memorizing the feel of her. When he pulls back, his eyes are bright with something that looks dangerously like hope. Then we do this carefully, privately. No one can know, not yet, for your safety. What about Bella? Bella already knows. Dante's mouth quirks. She's been trying to orchestrate this since day one. Why do you think she kept insisting you stay for dinner? Maya laughs, the sound breaking the tension. She's a mastermind. She's her father's daughter. They stand there, wrapped in each other, until Robert's discreet knock announces it's time for Maya to leave. Dante walks her to the door, his hand warm on, her lower back a touch that feels possessive and protective all at once. Tomorrow, he says. It's a promise. Tomorrow, Maya agrees. In the car, Marcus catches her eye in the rearview mirror. Everything all right, Miss Chen? Maya touches her lips, still feeling the ghost of Dante's kiss. Yeah, everything's perfect. But as they drive through the dark streets toward her apartment, Maya sees a black SUV following at a distance. Not Robert's car, not Marcus's. Something else. She tells herself she's being paranoid. She's wrong. The black SUV is still there the next morning. Maya notices it when she leaves for her library shift at 9 a.m., parked across the street, tinted windows, idling engine. Marcus is already waiting by Robert's car, and when he sees her looking, his expression hardens. Inside, Miss Chen. Now. Maya's blood goes cold. What's happening? Inside. Marcus's hand moves to his jacket, and Maya doesn't argue. She climbs into the car, heart hammering. Marcus gets in the driver's seat and immediately locks the doors. He pulls out his phone. Sir, we have a situation. Black SUV, Illinois plates, been sitting on Miss Chen's building since 0600 hours. No, I'm bringing her to you now. Wait, I have to work. Not today. Marcus's voice is gentle but firm as he pulls into traffic. Mr. Moretti's orders. Your safety comes first. The drive to the Moretti estate feels longer than usual. Maya watches the mirrors obsessively, but the black SUV doesn't follow. That should be reassuring. It's not. Dante is waiting in the circular driveway when they arrive, his face carved from stone. He opens Maya's door himself, pulling her out and scanning her from head to toe. You're okay? I'm fine. What's going on? Inside. He keeps his hand on her lower back, guiding her quickly into the house. 2 more guards flank the entrance, both armed, both watching the grounds with military precision. In Dante's study, Teresa is sitting with Bella, who looks scared. The little girl runs to Maya the moment she sees her. Are you okay? Bella signs frantically. Papa said someone was watching your house. Are they going to hurt you? No, sweetie. Maya kneels down, forcing calm into her movements, even though her hands shake. Your papa's guards are keeping me safe. Everything's fine, but Bella's not stupid. She looks at her father. Tell me the truth. Dante crouches beside them, his face softening for his daughter even as tension radiates from every line of his body. Someone is trying to scare Maya, but I won't let anything happen to her. I promise. Like you promised Mama would be okay? The words hit like a slap. Dante's face goes white. Maya's heart breaks at the raw pain in his eyes. Bella, he starts, but she's already pulling away, tears streaming down her face. You promised Mama would be okay after the accident and she died anyway. You can't promise Maya won't get hurt. You can't! She runs from the room, Teresa hurrying after her. The silence Bella leaves behind is deafening. Maya reaches for Dante's hand. She's scared. She doesn't mean. She's right. His voice is hollow. I promised her mother would survive. Told her everything would be fine. And then Angela died on the operating table while I held our daughter in the waiting room. He pulls away from Maya, moving to the window. I've been lying to myself thinking I could keep you both safe. But the truth is, everyone I love ends up hurt. Or dead. That's not true, isn't it? He whirls on her. My mother died when I was 12. Murdered in retaliation for something my father did. Angela died because I was driving too fast, too distracted, and didn't see the truck until it was too late. And now you're being watched by the Salvatores because they've figured out you matter to me. The name makes Maya's stomach drop. The same family from the argument she'd overheard. What do they want? Access to the port shipping routes I control. I've been blocking their drug shipments for 2 years, and they're running out of patience. Dante's hands clench into fists. They're sending a message. Hurt the people I care about and I'll fall in line. Then give them what they want. Absolutely not. His voice goes cold and hard. Those routes bring in heroin, fentanyl, pills that kill teenagers and destroy families. I watched my cousin die of an overdose when I was 16. I swore I'd never be part of that poison. I won't start now. Maya moves closer. Then what do we do? We? Dante's laugh is bitter. There is no we, Maya. You're going into protective custody. I have a safe house upstate, fully staffed, completely secure. You'll stay there until this is resolved. What about Bella? She stays here. With me. And you think separating her from the one person who makes her feel safe is a good idea? Maya's voice rises. She just lost her mother 8 months ago, Dante. You can't take me away from her too. I can and I will. His jaw is set, immovable. I won't risk you. You don't get to make that choice for me. Yes, I do. You work for me. You're under my protection. That means I decide how to keep you safe. The words sting like a slap. Is that all I am to you? An employee? Something flickers in Dante's eyes. Pain, regret, longing, but his voice stays cold. What else could you be? We kissed once. That doesn't make us anything. Maya's eyes burn with tears she refuses to let fall. You're right. It doesn't. She turns toward the door. I'll pack my things and go to your safe house, since that's what the boss wants. Maya, don't. She stops but doesn't turn around. Don't make this harder than it already is. You've made your position clear. She walks out before he can see her cry. The safe house is a cabin in the woods 2 hours north of Chicago. It's beautiful in an isolated way, all cedar and stone, with huge windows overlooking a private lake. Marcus drives her, along with another guard named Tony who'll be staying with them, for security. Maya has a guest room with an ensuite bathroom and every comfort she could need. There's a fully stocked kitchen, a library full of books, even a gym. It should feel like a vacation. It feels like a prison. Teresa packed her a bag with clothes and toiletries. Inside, Maya finds a note in careful handwriting. He's pushing you away because he's terrified. Don't give up on him. Or Bella. T. And underneath, in a child's writing, please come back. I need you. Bella. Maya breaks down crying in the bathroom where Marcus and Tony can't hear. 2 days pass. 3. A week. Maya reads, walks around the lake with Tony trailing at a respectful distance, practices her sign language with online videos. She calls Lily, who immediately knows something is wrong. What happened? Her sister signs through the video call. Maya tells her everything. The kiss. The threat. Dante's rejection. The safe house. He's an idiot. Lily signs bluntly. But he's a scared idiot. He's trying to protect you. By pushing me away? By keeping you alive? There's a difference. Maya knows Lily's right, but that doesn't make it hurt less. On day 8, Marcus gets a phone call. Maya watches his expression go from neutral to alarmed in seconds. When? Is she okay? We're moving now. He hangs up and turns to Maya. We need to go back to Chicago. Now. What happened? Isabella's missing. The world tilts. What do you mean missing? She went to her room after dinner last night and didn't come down for breakfast. They found her window open. She's been gone for at least 12 hours. Marcus is already grabbing keys, weapons. Mr. Moretti thinks the Salvatores took her. Maya's blood turns to ice. Oh my God. The drive back is a blur. Marcus drives like a man possessed, weaving through traffic at speeds that should be terrifying. Tony is on the phone the entire time, coordinating with the rest of Dante's security team. Maya's mind races. Bella, kidnapped, alone, scared, unable to hear her. Captors. She must be terrified. She must think no one's coming for her. They reach the estate in 90 minutes. The grounds are swarming with men Dante's security, plus others Maya doesn't recognize. All armed, all grim-faced. Dante is in his study, surrounded by maps and phones and weapons. He looks up when Maya enters, and the devastation on his face nearly breaks her. Maya, don't. She crosses to him in 3 strides. Don't you dare apologize or tell me to leave. Bella needs us, both of us, so tell me what we're doing to get her back. Something in Dante's expression shifts. The walls crack. We got a call 2 hours ago. The Salvatores have her. They want the port routes. All of them. And they want my agreement in writing that I'll facilitate their shipments. You can't do that. I know. His voice breaks. But I can't lose her either. She's everything, Maya. She's all I have left. Maya takes his face in her hands, forcing him to look at her. Then we find another way. We get her back without giving them what they want. But I need you to stop shutting me out and let me help. How? You're a librarian. I'm a woman who knows your daughter better than anyone except you. I know how she thinks, how she'd react, and I know she's smart enough to leave clues if she could. Maya's mind is racing. Did they send any proof of life? Dante nods and pulls up a photo on his phone. Maya's heart clenches. Bella, tied to a chair in what looks like a warehouse, her face streaked with tears. But she's alive. She's okay. Maya zooms in on the photo, studying every detail. Bella's hands are bound, but not tightly. And her fingers. Maya's breath catches. She's signing. What? Look at her hands. She's signing something. Maya's fingers move, mimicking the position. It's not clear, but... Wait. She's doing the sign for red. And bird. Red bird. Dante leans in, his expression sharp with hope. Red Bird. The Cardinal. It's a restaurant on the south side. I used to own it before I sold it off 3 years ago. Could she know that? She overheard me talking about it last month. Something about the sale documents. Dante's already moving, grabbing his phone. She's telling us where she is. Within minutes, the plan comes together. Dante's men have confirmed that the Cardinal's current owner has Salvatore connections. Thermal imaging shows heat signatures in the basement at least 5 people, 1 small. I'm going with you, Maya says. Absolutely not. Yes, I am. Her voice is steel. When you get Bella out, she's going to be terrified. She needs to see someone she trusts immediately. That's me. Dante looks like he wants to argue, but he can't. She's right. You stay in the car with Marcus until we secure the building. Non-negotiable. Deal. The drive to the south side is tense and silent. Maya rides in an SUV with Marcus and 2 other guards. Dante leads in a separate vehicle with his main security team. They're armed to the teeth pistols, rifles, tactical gear. This isn't a negotiation. It's a rescue operation. The Cardinal is a rundown Italian restaurant in a neighborhood where people know not to ask questions. It's closed for business, but lights glow in the basement windows. Dante's men spread out, surrounding the building. Marcus keeps Maya in the SUV, engine running, doors locked. If anything goes wrong, Marcus says quietly, I'm getting you out of here. Mr. Moretti's orders. Maya nods, her heart in her throat. She watches Dante and 6 men approach the building. They move like soldiers, coordinated and silent. The front door explodes inward with a kick Dante's doing, and then they're inside. Gunfire. Maya flinches at the sound, sharp cracks that echo through the quiet street. More shots, shouting. The wait is agony. 5 minutes. 10. An eternity. Then Dante emerges, carrying Bella in his arms. She's crying, her face buried in his neck. But she's alive. She's safe. Maya's out of the car before Marcus. He can stop her. Running toward them. Bella sees her and reaches out, and Dante carefully transfers his daughter into Maya's arms. Bella clings to her, sobbing, Maya holds her tight, signing against her back. You're safe. You're okay. We've got you. I was so scared, Bella signs. They kept yelling at me and I couldn't understand and they hurt my arms and I thought you weren't coming. We'll always come for you, Maya signs fiercely. Always. Your papa and I will always find you. Dante's hand rests on Maya's shoulder, and she sees the blood on his knuckles. The cold fury in his eyes hasn't faded. Get them out of here, he tells Marcus. Take them home. What about you? Maya asks. I have business to finish. His voice is lethal, and Maya understands. The Salvatores who did this won't be walking away. Dante, go Maya. Please, take care of our daughter. Our daughter. The words settle around Maya's heart like a vow. She nods and lets Marcus lead them to the SUV. As they drive away, she sees Dante and his men disappear back into the building. She doesn't let herself think about what happens next. Back at the estate, Teresa helps get Bella cleaned up and checked by a doctor who confirms she's physically okay. Some bruising on her wrists, dehydration, but nothing serious. The emotional trauma will take longer to heal. Bella refuses to leave Maya's side. They curl up together in Bella's room, the little girl tucked against Maya's chest, her tears finally slowing. Will Papa be okay? Bella signs. Yes. He's the strongest person I know. Are you going to leave again? The question breaks Maya's heart. Never. I promise I'm staying. You promise? Not a regular promise? Maya pulls back to look at Bella directly. I promise. You're stuck with me. Bella's small smile is worth everything. They fall asleep like that, wrapped around each other. Maya wakes hours later to find Dante standing in the doorway, watching them. His suit is gone, replaced by jeans and a t-shirt. His hands are clean. His face is exhausted but peaceful. Maya carefully extracts herself from Bella and joins him in the hallway. Is it over? She asks quietly. It's over. The Salvatores won't be a problem anymore. His voice is flat, and Maya doesn't ask what that means. She doesn't need to know. Are you okay? I don't know. Dante leans against the wall, suddenly looking every one of his 38 years. I almost lost her. I almost lost both of you because I was too stubborn to accept help, too scared to admit I needed you. But you didn't lose us. Maya takes his hand. We're right here. I love you. The words come out rough, unpracticed. I know it's too soon. I know I have no right, but I watched you run toward danger for my daughter, and I realized I've been in love with you since that day in the library, since the moment you crouched down to Bella's level and saw her when everyone else looked away. Maya's breath catches. Dante, you don't have to say it back. I just need you to know. You and Isabella are my whole world, my family, and I'll spend the rest of my life keeping you both safe and happy if you'll let me. I love you too, Maya whispers. I think I have since that first dinner, when you signed to Bella with such careful love even though you were still learning, when you looked at me like I mattered, like I was worth seeing. Dante cups her face, his thumb stroking her cheek. You're worth everything. He kisses her, slow and deep, and full of promise. When they break apart, Maya's smiling through tears. So what happens now? She asks. Now? Dante's mouth quirks. Now we figure it out together. You move in here if you want. We build a life. We give Bella the family she deserves. Just like that? Just like that. He pulls her close. Unless you have objections? Maya thinks about her tiny apartment, her isolated life, the loneliness that's been her constant companion for 26 years. Then she thinks about Bella's laugh, about dinners around the table, about this man who's fought so hard to be better than his past, about the family they could build together. No objections, she says. Let's do it. They stand in the hallway, wrapped in each other, until they hear a small voice from Bella's room. Are you two done being mushy? I'm hungry. Maya laughs. Dante grins. They go inside together to find Bella sitting up in bed, looking rumpled and tired but definitely on the mend. We're making breakfast, Dante signs. What do you want? Pancakes, with chocolate chips. And Maya has to stay. Bella looks at Maya seriously. Forever. Maya glances at Dante, who's watching her with such hope it makes her heart ache. Forever sounds good to me, she signs. 3 months later, Maya officially moves into the estate. Her apartment is packed up, donated to charity, closed out like the old chapter it was. Her room at the mansion is next to Bella's, connected by a door that's never closed. She keeps her weekend library shifts because she still needs that touchstone to normalcy. But now Robert drives her there and back, and Bella often comes along to check out new books. The other librarians notice the change in Maya. She's still quiet, still a little shy, but there's a confidence now that wasn't there before. A sense of belonging, of being seen and valued. Mrs. Patterson corners her one Saturday. "You're glowing. Is there a man?" Maya blushes. "There might be." "Good. You deserve happiness, Maya." Dante proposes on a Tuesday night in December. No fanfare or grand gestures. They're reading to Bella The Secret Garden this time, and when the chapter ends, he pulls a ring from his pocket. It's beautiful, simple. A single diamond on a platinum band. "Marry me," he says. Not a question, a statement of fact. Bella's eyes go wide. "Really? Maya's going to be my mama?" Dante looks at his daughter. "If she says yes, say yes." Bella signs frantically at Maya. "Say yes, say yes, say yes." Maya laughs through tears. "Yes, of course yes." Dante slides the ring onto her finger, and Bella throws herself at both of them, squealing with joy even though she can't hear her own voice. They end up in a pile on Bella's bed, all three of them laughing and crying and holding on tight. That night, after Bella's asleep, Dante takes Maya to his bedroom for the first time. They make love slowly, carefully, learning each other with hands and mouths and whispered promises. Afterward, Maya lies with her head on his chest, listening to his heartbeat, marveling at how her life has transformed. "I never thought I'd have this," she admits. "A family. Someone who chose me. I'll choose you every day for the rest of our lives," Dante promises. "You and Bella, my girls, my everything." They marry in the spring, a small ceremony in the estate gardens, with only close family and friends. Bella is the flower girl, wearing a pale pink dress and carrying a basket of roses. She signs "I love you" to Maya as she walks down the aisle, and Maya signs it back, barely able to see through her happy tears. Lily is there, beaming with pride. Teresa cries through the whole ceremony. Marcus and Tony stand guard, but also witness the vows, looking surprisingly emotional for men who carry guns for a living. When the officiant pronounces them married, Dante kisses Maya like she's his whole world. Because she is. They both are. At the reception, Bella gives a speech in sign language that Teresa translates. "Maya found me when I was lost. She saw me when no one else could. She taught me that being different is okay, that I'm not alone. And she gave my papa his smile back. She's my best friend and my mama and the best thing that ever happened to us. There's not a dry eye in the house." Later, as the sun sets and the party winds down, Maya finds herself on the terrace with Dante, his arms wrapped around her from behind. Bella is inside with Teresa, probably eating too much cake. "Happy?" Dante murmurs against her hair. Deliriously, Maya leans back into him. "A year ago, I was invisible. Drowning. Convinced I'd always be alone. And now you're home." "Yes." She turns in his arms to face him. "You're my home. Both of you." Dante kisses her forehead, her nose, her lips. "I never believed in fate. But then you walked into that library and changed everything. Maybe some things are meant to be. Maybe they are." They stand there as darkness falls, wrapped in each other, while inside their daughter laughs at something Teresa said. A family built from loneliness and pain, and the courage to reach for connection. Imperfect, complicated, and absolutely perfect for them. Maya Chen Moretti, formerly invisible librarian, now wife and mother, and the center of her own small universe. It turns out that being seen, really truly seen, changes everything. 6 months after the wedding, Bella starts at a new school, a private academy with a robust program for deaf and hard-of-hearing students. She's nervous the first day, gripping Maya's hand in the car. "What if no one likes me?" she signs. "Then they're idiots," Maya signs back. "But they will like you, because you're smart and funny and kind. Just be yourself. Will you be here when I get out? Every single day." And Maya is. She picks Bella up from school every afternoon, listens to her sign about her classes and her new friends. Yes, she makes friends. 3 of them in the first week. Maya helps with homework, reads with her, tucks her in at night. She's not Bella's biological mother, but in every way that matters, she's her mom. Dante watches them together with something close to wonder. "You've given her something I couldn't," he tells Maya one night. "You've given her confidence, joy, a future." "We did that together," Maya corrects. "All 3 of us." "Still," he pulls her close. "Thank you for saving us. Thank you for seeing me." It's become their refrain, their truth. On Bella's 9th birthday, she makes a wish over her cake, candles, and signs it to them before she blows them out. "I wish for more sisters or brothers. And a puppy. But mostly the puppy. Maya and Dante exchange glances, and he grins. About that, Dante says. And Teresa brings in a wriggling golden retriever puppy with a bow around its neck. Bella's shriek of joy is worth everything. Later, when the puppy is asleep in Bella's bed, and the birthday chaos has settled, Dante finds Maya in their bedroom. We should probably talk about the sister or brother part of that wish, he says, pulling her into his arms. Maya's heart skips. Yeah? His hands slide to her waist. I'd like more children, if you would, but only if you want them. You and Bella are enough for me. Maya thinks about it, about expanding their family, about giving Bella siblings, giving Dante more children, building something even bigger and more beautiful. I want them, she says. Let's do it. They start trying that night. 2 months later, Maya takes a pregnancy test in the master bathroom, her hands shaking. 2 pink lines appear. She finds Dante in his study and simply holds up the test. His face transforms shock, joy, wonder, all cycling through in seconds. Then he's lifting her, spinning her, kissing her until they're both breathless. I'm going to be a big sister? Bella signs frantically when they tell her, jumping up and down. Really? Maya signs back. Bella throws her arms around Maya's still flat stomach. Hi, baby. I'm your big sister, Bella. I'm going to teach you everything. And you're going to love our mama because she's the best mama in the whole world. Maya cries. Dante cries. Even the puppy seems to sense something momentous is happening and barks excitedly. Their son is born on a snowy January morning. Lucas Raphael Moretti, 8 pounds 3 ounces, with his father's dark hair and his mother's almond-shaped eyes. Perfect and healthy, and so loved, it's almost overwhelming. Bella is obsessed with him. She helps. Change diapers, brings him toys, signs to him constantly even though he can't understand yet. He's going to know sign language, she declares. Everyone in our family knows sign language. And it's true. Lucas grows up bilingual, speaking English and ASL with equal fluency. By the time he's 3, he's interpreting between Bella and strangers without being asked. They're a family. Unconventional. Built from pieces that shouldn't fit but somehow do perfectly. Maya never goes back to the library full-time, but she volunteers there once a month, doing sign language story time for deaf children and their families. It's her way of giving back, of being for other families what she was for Bella. Dante slowly transforms his business empire. It takes years, but eventually, every operation is completely legitimate, clean. He establishes scholarships for deaf students, funds research into hearing restoration, builds a rehabilitation center for addiction recovery in his cousin's memory. He's not the man he was. None of them are who they were. On their 5th anniversary, Maya wakes to find Dante already awake, watching her in the early morning light. What? She asks sleepily. Just memorizing this. His hand cups her face. You, here, in our bed. Our children down the hall. The life we've built. Sometimes I still can't believe it's real. It's real. Maya laces her fingers through his. We're real. Best decision I ever made was offering you that job. Best decision I ever made was saying yes. They lie there as sunlight fills the room, wrapped in each other and their perfect, impossible life. Later, Bella bursts in with Lucas trailing behind her. Family breakfast, she signs. Mama, Papa, get up. Teresa made waffles. They tumble out of bed, all 4 of them heading downstairs together. The puppy, now a full-grown dog named Biscuit, bounds alongside them. In the kitchen, Teresa has indeed made waffles, along with bacon and fresh fruit and coffee for the adults. They eat, together, signing and laughing and stealing food off each other's plates. This is Maya's life now. This beautiful, chaotic, loving, perfect life. She thinks back to that Saturday afternoon in the library, the shy girl who could barely speak to strangers, the loneliness that felt like it would never end, the certainty that she'd always be invisible. And then a little girl with braids and a desperate need for connection had changed everything. What are you thinking about? Dante signs from across the table. Maya looks at her family, her husband, her children, even Teresa and the ridiculous dog, and signs back. How lucky I am. How grateful. We're the lucky ones, Dante signs. You saved us. We saved each other. Maya corrects. Because that's the truth. That's always been the truth. Love isn't about one person rescuing another. It's about seeing each other clearly and choosing to build something together. It's about being brave enough to reach out when everything in you wants to hide. It's about trust and patience and the stubborn belief that you deserve to be seen. Maya Chen Moretti learned that lesson in a library children's section, teaching it in turn to a mafia boss who'd forgotten how to hope, and a little girl who'd been lost in silence. Now they're found. All of them. And they live, as all the best stories promise, happily ever after. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you loved this story, check out the other videos on your screen now. I think you'll really enjoy them. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next story.